Welcome to Joanna's DIY Life. On this channel, I love to do home decor on a budget. Today I'm going to be making some fixes to some Dollar Tree items and some items that I've previously DIY'd. Okay, so these are some of the items that I'm going to be making over or redoing. The first one I'm going to be making over is this raccoon. I bought it and I loved it, but I realized when I got home it didn't have any eyes. So I'm going to take my white metallic marker and I am going to just put dots where I think the eyes should go. I can't see, so it's up in my face. Y'all, I am getting blind as a bat. But anyway, there are the white part, and I'm just going to take a black Sharpie and put dots in, and this is going to be real quick, and I'm sorry about that, but can't really slow it down too much. So, but anyway, yeah, there it is. You can see a little glimpse of it. I kind of think it looked a little scary, but anyways, that's done. That was an easy fix. Now I have this one, and I'm going to take the sawtooth hanger off the back, and then I like the picture on the front, okay? But I'm just going to take and paint the around the edges there, and I was looking at it because where I took the sawtooth hanger off, it had a little bubble in it, but it's okay. It's okay. I'm just going to take this paint and I'm going to go around the outside. Careful not to get it on the front, and put paint around the outside of this. Okay, now I got all that painted, and I'm just going to take one of my mini bows, or a couple of my mini bows, and I make these in my spare time when I have extra twine laying around. I just grab it and just start making little bitty finger bows, or little shoestring bows. That one was a little tiny single bow, and I glued it on the smaller pumpkin, and this one just a little double bow, and I glue it on top of the bigger pumpkin. This right here just adds a little cutesy all by itself, and you can be done at this point, but I'm going to take this jute ribbon, or whatever you want to call it, from the Dollar Tree, and I'm going to tack it to the side, and I'm not going to put it on the bottom because it will make it wobbly, and I want it to be able to stand up because I'm not going to hang it. I might use it for a tiered tray or my coffee bar, or who knows. So I'm just going to, just put light amount of glue on here. You don't want a lot, and try to get it in the center as best as possible. And then when I get down to the bottom, I'm going to run it down as far as it'll go. When I get to that edge, I'm just going to cut it on the edge, no matter, where it is. And then I'm going to take a lighter and I'm going to singe it without catching my box on fire. And that'll be that. You can leave it at this way, but I'm going to add a little more. I love the pumpkins and the sunflowers this year together. Just love it. So I wanted to incorporate some sunflowers in here. Wasn't sure where I was going to put it, but right there seemed to suit me right there. So I'm just going to take a little bit of glue and glue that flower right there. And I'm not sure if I got these flowers at the Dollar Tree or Hobby Lobby, but was one of the two. I shop Hobby Lobby, Walmart, and Dollar Tree. So I cut the wire off the back because they do have a wire. If you know where these come from, put it in the comments so other people will know, because I honestly can't remember. I just get them and put them in a box. So anyway, I'm going to take another spool of this ribbon, and I'm just making a simple bow. Okay, I will do a bow tutorial, I promise. But all I do is make a figure 8 and then loop over and then loop over and kind of bring my ribbon flat. When you get to playing with it, you'll see. I used to make hair bows. So this is my preferred method to make a bow. I don't know. It's just maybe from the hair bow days. I don't know. So I clip it with a little hair clip I buy at Hobby Lobby. And then I take a piece of jute. And this holds it while I tie my jute on there. Now, if y'all can hold it with your fingers, go for it. But I'd rather use something to hold it, because it slips and then I get it crooked. And this is just the easier way for me to get it straight. Maybe, again, from my hair bow days. I don't know. Either way, I'm going to glue my little bow. I have a glow bow, y'all. I'm going to glue my little bow up here. And then I have 2 paper leaves. And once again, I'm pretty sure I got these at Hobby Lobby. I'm almost positive in their fall section. But I'm just going to glue 1 on each side. Then I'm going to glue that sunflower right in the middle of that bow. And then this project will be finished. You don't have to add all these little embellishments if you don't want to, but that's just me. I decided not to do that. Did y'all see that? Y'all, I just do these when I do them. It's just however I feel. But anyway, there it is. And I love it. It's cute. Minus the glue strings. But there you go. Now this was from the Dollar Tree Plus, and it was $5, and that stupid thing wouldn't come off, so I said forget it. And this has a hole in it. Y'all make sure you get one that's right. But that bow wasn't working for me. And there's also a piece of plastic over this that I didn't realize until I thought this thing is wrinkled, but it's actually plastic and it comes off. See? There's your little, it looks like a transfer, like a rub-on decal. So I'm just going to take this chalkboard paint because this stuff is awesome. And it came from Dollar Tree. And I'm going to take a little brush and I am going to make this look, I will say galvanized. It ain't galvanized. Oh my goodness, it just slipped my mind what this stuff is called. But you see what I'm doing. Maybe I'll remember later. I don't even know. Oh, enamel. Enamel. Thank you, Lord. It's enamel. I want it to look like enamel. Okay, y'all, I got a new editing program, and it is hard for me to get my voiceovers now. I can't stop them like I did. I got to get used to this program. So it is what it is on this one, honey. You just got to deal with it. But anyway, I'm just taking my paintbrush and I'm putting little chips in here after I get the initial ring around it, you know, that enamelware has. And then I'm just going to make it a little bit worn looking by adding my paint chippies in here. And like I said, this chalkboard paint is very, very good for this. I don't use it a lot, but sometimes, you know, for stuff like this, it's excellent. Now I'm just going to take and I'm going to add chippies all over it until my eye is satisfied. And then I will take another brush and I'm going to run around the rims just to make it, you know, look like it's got enamel everywhere. So you'll see what I'm doing. I'll leave it in here and let you watch me. I'm just going to speed it up just a little bit. Okay, so here is what it looks like after I got all my little chippy spots that I like on there. And I'm going to take some twine from Walmart. This is thicker twine. And I really, really like it. So I'm just going to take some twine and I'm going to wrap it around a couple times, you know, just to give it a little something, something. And then I'm going to cut it off and I'm just going to tie a bow. You know, that's just simple. It just adds a little something to it, makes it cuter, a little more fallish or farmhousey or whatever you want to call it. I don't even know if farmhousey is a word, but you know, it is now. Farmhousey. I don't know what I did, but it didn't work, so I just I had to retie it. I don't know, my loops didn't work out, but anyway. Once I get my bow on here and get my little loopies even, then I'm just going to cut my tails off because I don't want them hanging down so far. So I'm just going to snip them without scratching my thing there. And this is just perfect now to fill with fall florals. So I'm going to grab a few of my florals and put them in here and show you what it looks like. I didn't want to add foam to it and glue it down and shove it in, so I just put a little bit of this moss in there. I don't want it sticking out the top. I just want it, you know, so it'll go down in there and you can poke your flower stems down in there and it'll hold it. So anyways, let me clean up my mess. Now I'm going to take, okay, let me try to remember where I got these bushes. Okay, I think most of those came from Dollar Tree. This came from Walmart, it's Mainstays. I think the others came from Dollar Tree. Most of them I used, some I didn't. But I really like these leaves and I wanted them in there. So I'm going to take my little mini snippies, and these are shooting all over my desk. But they're not far. They hit the wall. So point down when you're cutting, okay? And don't poke your eye out, people. But anyways, I just cut them off, and I'm just going to go and cut all these off to save you the trouble of having to watch me. Okay, now I wanted these pumpkins in there, and I put one on this leaf stem because it didn't have a leaf top. I don't know where it went, but anyways, it worked. And then I put the rest on these long floral wires. I've had these for years, so I don't know where they came from. You might can find them at Hobby Lobby or Walmart. I was going to cut the wire, but then I decided to bend it for stability. And I'm just going to stick these 3 little pumpkins, and I'm pretty sure I got these at Dollar Tree in a pack. They had little wires on them, and I clipped them off because of course they wasn't long enough, so I just stuck them in. And then I am going to add, after I get this bent right, I'm gonna add my sunflowers in there. And then that bush from Walmart, it was pretty full, so I didn't even use that one after I got everything in here. And I'm just, randomly placing these where I think they look good to me, and I want them to be seen from the front more than I do, in the back, because I'll place this on a shelf and it'll be against a wall. So I want to pull everything to the front here where it'll be seen. So that's what I'm doing now. And I didn't add anything else, so there it is, and I love it. So easy to style stuff. Now this I have had for a while, and I made it last year, and I didn't like it. It had a sale sticker. I put it in a sale and didn't even sell it. So I'm going to take the top off, which was hard because I glued it back down last year, but I got it. But it broke, so I'm just going to take some wood glue, and I'm going to put wood glue in this break here, and then I'm going to take one of my Dollar Tree pink clips and clip it until it dries. Now I'm going to work on this part. I want to take this off, and it's stapled on. I didn't even take it off last year. But I'm going to be adding fabric. So I'm going to use my staple puller, and I'm going to carefully go around this thing. I'm going to pull all my staples out, okay? And that's what I'm going to do. So I got the back off, and it had a piece of cardboard, which is a design. So I'm just going to take my knife, and I keep a knife in here because you never know when you're going to need it. And I'm just going to slide it under here and cut this off. Yep, it broke. Cheap Dollar Tree frame. So I'm just going to take wood glue, and I'm going to glue this back together and throw that thing away because I really don't need it. So I'm just going to glue my frame back together. Okay, now I got this beautiful fat quarter, and I don't know if I got it at Dollar Tree or Walmart. One of the two. It's the only place I buy my fat quarters. But anyway, I'm just going to put my board down here and cut around it. I was going to Mod Podge it down, but I didn't want to get Mod Podge all over the fabric. So I just cut a little piece. And then I'm going to put this, I have gloss, but you can use gloss. It doesn't matter what Mod Podge, just glue it down. I was going to use my stick glue, but I don't know. I just didn't. I had the Mod Podge sitting there. Of course, the stick glue's over there too, but the Mod Podge is just what I used, okay? So I'm just going to put a thin layer, okay? I don't want a real thick layer. I just want to stick it down. That's all my point is, and it'll be back in the frame. So all I'm going to do is just, put a thin little layer with my brush, but I was hoping that it wouldn't dry so stinking fast. These boards soak up paint, Mod Podge, whatever it is you put on them. So I'm just going to smooth my Mod Podge out and sling it everywhere it looked like. But then I'm just going to lay my fabric down, and I'm going to smooth it out with my hand. And then I'm going to take a rubber brayer, and I'm just going to push all that excess Mod Podge out the sides and you know, when you do this, it also pushes it through the fabric. It just gives you all around better adhesion. So that's what I'm going to do. And then I'm going to wait for it to dry. I probably use my heat gun. I'm not sure. But anyways, once it gets dry, I'm going to take my rotary and my little mat, and I'm just going to cut away the excess. Now, the little mat is a Fiskars. You can use the Dollar Tree mats. They work too. I just don't know where mine is. But the rotary cutter definitely came from Dollar Tree, and it is a good rotary cutter. I highly recommend. I have like 3 of them. But anyways, once that's done, that's done. Now, I am just going to take my frame that finally glued together, and I am just going to stick this on the back. Oh, how pretty. I love it. So I am just going to take wood glue. I was going to use, no, it's not wood glue. This is fabric tack. So I'm going to take my fabric tack glue. I almost put it on wrong. And then I am going to set it down on there. Now this tacks pretty fast. So anyways, I'm just going to get my staple gun to make sure that it holds on a little faster. And I'm just going to put a few staples in here. This is a thin staple gun, and I love it. I have it in my Amazon store, but these little thin staples don't bust this Dollar Tree wood 9 times out of 10. It doesn't anyways. So that's an excellent little staple gun. Now I'm just going to put my top back on. And I'm going to take my fabric tack, and I'm not going to use it. I'm going to take my Titebond wood glue. Y'all, I don't even know what I'm doing here. But I'm taking my Titebond wood glue. I don't know why I have one and didn't use it. That's beyond me. But anyways, and then I'm just going to set my front down on here, okay? And it's so pretty. Titebond dries pretty fast. But I didn't want to use clips because I didn't know if they would stretch that far, for one. So I'm just going to take something heavy, and I'm going to set it on here. And no, I'm not. I am going to take the big clips that I said wouldn't work. I'm going to use them. Y'all, I don't even know what I'm doing with my life. Ugh. But anyways, I'm just making sure that I leave this, you know, that this is straight when I'm clamping the darn thing. Y'all, I'll get this in a minute. Bear with me. But anyways, I'm putting my clamps on, making sure that everything is, you know, going on straight. And then I'm going to set this to the side, obviously, until it dries. Oh, my goodness. Well, it's dry now, so here we are. And I have this flower template. I will have a printable in my Facebook group in the files, but you're just going over and under and over and under, you know, you're just going around them, but you're going around to the back. This is the easiest little thing, and it makes the cutest little jute flowers. And the good thing with this, it gets all your little doodads even. You can do these on your finger and put 2 together, but then the knot in the middle is a whole lot thicker, and I just prefer doing it this way. So now that I've done it twice on each one, or I'm trying to do it twice on each one will end up having 3 on there. I don't know why I always do that, but anyway, make sure that you get all of them with 2, at least 2 on there. Then hold it down. It'll pretty much stay, and cut a long piece. Now I'm going to take a wide-eyed yarn needle. They have these longer if you need a, you know, bigger needle. And I'm just going to start going around. No rhyme or reason. I'm just going to catch some and go under and pull backwards to me to get it to the middle. And then I'm going to skip some, and I'm going to go under and catch a few more and pull down. Now don't worry if you don't get them all. You'll eventually get them. I'll show you. It's easy. Then you go around and pull, and you keep doing this. And then see that string, you just pull it down and then catch in there. Make sure your string is down where your needle is, okay? And then pull back, and you'll end up getting them. And then when you go around the second time, the ones that you went under, go over. The ones that are over, go under. You're just, you know, going over and under what you done. I don't know why that skipped right there. But now when you have it all around, you can just take your needle and pull it through and start pulling tight. Oh, this is the other part. I paused for something. Knowing me, I had to go pee or something. I don't know. Or got a phone call. Who knows? But anyways, just go around. Honesty is the best policy, right? And then I'm going to go to the back through the hole and just start making sure that I have caught all my strings back there. You can see them through the opening. Once I get that, and I'm pretty sure that I got all of my strings caught, I'm just going to tie it off in the back, okay? Just running it around and around and around. Now, I'm not going to tie a knot because I'm going to glue it, and the knot's just going to make it bigger. Then all you do is slip it off of your little doodad thing here. Now, the doodad thing, the flower template was made from the Dollar Tree plastic mats. The plastic cutting mats. These. I got this color, and all you got to do is draw them on with a marker and then cut them out carefully with scissors, or you can cut it out on your Silhouette or Cricut. So I'm just going to put glue down and glue that there, and it's so cute, is it not? I mean, just so cute. Now you can add a button, but of course I'm going to add one of these little paper sunflowers. Again, I'm going to just snip that wire off and then glue that sunflower right down in the middle. And that is just simple and cute. And this looks a whole lot better than the one I did last year. Okay, now I made this sign and it got scratched. But I wanted this universal, is why I made this way. And that way every year I can just put the little things in the middle. The Dollar Tree always comes out with, you know, stuff for garlands. So I repainted it black, making sure I didn't get any of that paper. And then I have these cute little things. I couldn't find these last year, but I was able to find them this year, and I was so excited. But I wanted a nut, or acorn, or whatever y'all call them. I call them nuts. They're acorns. But so these were thick, and the little acorn nut was not. So I'm going to glue two together, okay, to try to get the same thickness. And then I went online and I just Googled printable, what is that stuff? Printable, let me see, hold on. Burlap, y'all. It's printable burlap. And I just used my Silhouette to print it. You can just save it and print it, but I printed several, okay, and trying to match the color of the ones that was already on there. And this is the closest I could find, but I just Googled an image and then they come up. And so now I've got these glued together, but of course they're warped. So I'm going to make sure that there's glue all in them, and then I'm going to take my little pink clips from the Dollar Tree and I'm going to clip it all the way around and let and let that dry. I choked on my spit. This has been a day, y'all. I am so sorry. I am so sorry. But anyway, see me clipping it. Now I'm going to let that dry. And you might hear thunder because, of course, with my editing today, anything that can go wrong is going wrong. And it's finna storm, y'all. So that is not my stomach rumbling. It's actually thunder. But anyways, I'm just going to lay this on this paper and I'm going to trace around it with a fine pen. Now, you can use pencil, whatever you want to trace it out with. Then I'm going to cut it out. So now I'm just going to take, of course, my favorite stick glue, and I'm just going to glue the paper down. Okay? It's that simple. Then when I get the paper straight and glued down, I am going to take my brayer and I'm going to push out any excess glue that is in here, and then I'm going to set that aside to dry. I have this bag. They're so beautiful, and I got these at Hobby Lobby, and I already cut my piece out, but all you do, there's images going every which way on this thing, and there's tons of them, but I wanted a truck and a sunflower, so I just found a truck, sunflower, and a barn that looked good, and I'm going to lay my acorn down and trace around it. Then when you have it cut out, all you're going to do is I have to fold it in half. This is the easiest way to get it even, and I'm just going to trim an edge all the way around, okay? And this is going to make it where it will kind of look like the other ones. Now, it probably won't be perfect, but you know, it's got an edge on it. So now I'm just simply going to take my, pretty sure my glue stick. I don't know. Pretty sure my glue stick after I trim all this off. I always cut things bigger, just so it doesn't come out short. And then use a sander to sand the edges off. So I'm going to take the stick glue, and then I'm just going to put glue all over this, and I am going to stick it right down in the middle, and there you go. Now it looks very similar to the other ones, and of course I'm going to use my brayer and squish out any excess glue, because it's just what you do. Then all I have to do at this point, you can clip them on just like this if you want to, okay, but I like mine to dangle. I want them at different lengths because they're big, so you have to put one down lower, you know, so they kind of fit. Now you can arrange them this way or put the one up higher in the middle, but I want mine this way. So I'm just going to put a line of glue, and then I'm going to shove my jute down in there. These don't have to be, you know, real sturdy. They'll stay. So I'm going to cut it off right there, and I'm going to measure the other one and cut it off the exact same because I want these the exact same. So I'm just going to lay this here, and I'm going to lay it about the same, and there you go. That was easy. Now all I'm going to do is lay my string on my acorn, but I'm not going to cut it yet because I'm going to place these other ones up here and clip them down. That way I know how far that I need to go down with the other one. So then I'll, you know, clip it whenever I get this one clipped, and then cut it off where it needs to be after I get it on there. And there you go. There it is. And I love it. You can change this out any season. And here are all of my projects and what they look like. And I love each and every one of them, of course. And I can't wait to decorate my home for the fall. Please give me a big thumbs up and consider subscribing to my channel and ring that bell to be notified every time I upload a video. Please remember that you are a blessing, and I appreciate you. Until next time, goodbye.